Hello, Darla Roberts coming to you from my stamping cave. This is card number 3 for October to Go kits, and I will have all the information in the description below with the measurements and supplies I used, and also the playlist so you can see the other videos for this month. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to put this card right here. And this card idea is from Susan. And I will put her information in the description also where I found her video on YouTube. All right, so the embossing folder I used was the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. Sometimes it's hard to see what the actual embossing folder looks like in the catalog or online, so just wanted to show that really quick. And let's get started. So this kit, card 3, has quite a bit of parts and pieces, but it's a pretty easy card to put together. So it starts with just half of a card, because let me show you this. The card is actually this little fun fold, and actually it does stand up. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, excuse me. So I'm going to use some glue here to get started, and I am just leaving just a little border around all sides there. And I'm going to do that with the same. Just going to eyeball it. It's handmade, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. It's handmade. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and adhere this layer. And if you do get a to-go kit, this layer will be already pre-embossed. I can't do any stamping, so you do have to use your own stamp sets and inks to complete the cards, however you want to complete them. You could totally turn this card into a non-Christmas card. This one's going to be a Christmas card, but you could totally turn these supplies into just a birthday card, or thinking of you, or this would even be a cool anniversary card, congratulations card. So, all right, so then I'm just going to go ahead and, oops, I meant to, well, this is going to be a little bit different. What I meant to do is wanted to put my ribbon on before I put this layer on, but it's stuck in there. So what I'm going to do is do this one just a little bit different. Actually, what I'm going to do, what to do. Okay. I'm going to, I think what I'll do is trying to figure out how to remedy this little idea here that I had going, and it's not going to work. So, all right, so I think what I'm going to do is, let's see. All right, we're going to leave the ribbon till the very end. I'll figure it out. Okay. So with this die that it's already cut out, I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler, and I am going to use Merry Christmas, and I'm using it from my favorite Christmas set right now, Greetings of the Season. And I am going to stamp this near the bottom. Still be in the frame, I think. Okay, so we got Merry Christmas. And then what I'm going to do with this piece is I am going to just cut it so I have a little bit of layer here on top. So I'm just going to put it like this, and I'm going to kind of eyeball it, and you could use a trimmer or you can use scissors. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and use the scissors. And just going to adhere that right there, and it's perfect because I use that same die. And I'm going to put my glue there. And let me see what I can come up with for the ribbon, since I had to change my original idea. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this one different because of how I started that and tape and already glued it. But I like this because it's going to show a different idea than the original card that I did post. And it's fun to come up with other ideas if it's necessary, especially when you're doing a video. But that is okay. I'm going to grab some tape, and then I'm just going to tape that down, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut that excess off. Okay, so I've got that right there. It's covering up that seam, which I like. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to put this over here, and I am going to tie a knot over here to the left. Okay, and I don't have the right scissors, but that is okay. All right, so I'm just going to grab this and cut it. All right. And since I did it separate, you can put this wherever you want. If you want it more in the middle, I think I do kind of want it more in the middle here. And I'm just going to raise this up a little bit to hide that seam. Okay, I do like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stamp the inside. And what I did for the inside was I used a sentiment from that same set. And then I'm going to use Old Olive. And going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment. Get up good. It's a big stamp. I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to stamp it up here. Okay. And then I've got these little pieces. And what I'm going to do, and you can pick whatever side you would like, I am going to go ahead and adhere one down here, leaving just a tiny bit on the very bottom. And then, so that's a 3/4 inch, and this is 1/2 inch. And again, all those measurements will be in the description. And you can either butt it up right against, or you could go over it just a little bit to make just a little bit different. And it's hanging over just a tiny bit, so I'm just going to take my snips here and get rid of that. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this whole fun fold part to the card. And you're just going to want to line it up. And let's see. For some reason this seems to be a little longer, but I'm not sure what happened there. But I'm just going to go ahead and I guess I cut this just a little bit too long. No problem. Got rid of that. Okay, so there we've got that. And then I'm going to take Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to pop this layer up. So I love to use dimensionals, and I haven't popped anything up on my card yet. So, and with this piece, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You will get a full sheet, like I shown in the very beginning before I cut it. And I like to take your pick tool and get all of those little pieces off. I'm revealing the sticky part. And I'm going to put this about right here. And it doesn't look like I grabbed my adhesives, but I'll bring in the other card to show you those. Okay, close this up. So this was the very first one I did, and those are the adhesives and the dots, the embellishments, and those will be in your kit included. And then this is the one I just made. Which one do you like better? Let me know. Which one do you like better? I like them both. And then this is your part that you will sign, and then the recipient can just like stand it up like that. All right, if you have any questions, just let me know and leave me a comment if you're interested in the to-go kits. Have a great day.